Welcome to V-Rule. We are doing that giveaway, making our way to 4,000 subscribers. This is the Pokemon 151 poster collection going out to one lucky winner. We do have other prizes. We do. Not quite ready to reveal them yet. And you heard me correctly, it is plural. There are more prizes to come. So be a part of the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Not a hard thing to do. It's really easy. Couple clicks, maybe a little typey type, whatever. Be a part of it. It's really awesome if you are. And for those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. We have some interesting stuff to get into. Right before we get into that, I want to be totally clear on how this giveaway works. Once we reach the 4,000 subscribers, I am going back to this video here. That's where I need you to leave an additional comment to make sure you're entered to win. That's where I'm pulling the winners from on those prizes. Yes, I need to tell you what they are, but all in good time here. All in good time. We are looking at Surging Sparks. I know it's not out yet. I get it. But the thing is blowing up already, and there are prices that are absolutely insane. I don't know how else to put it. They are insane prices. So let's dive in. We're just looking at 2 cards today. 2 cards. I wasn't going to look at this one. I wasn't going to look at the Latias, but it's a special illustration rare from the set. Somewhat popular Pokemon. I don't think this is justified here, these crazy prices. Of course, we have time. This kind of gives me a better indicator that we're gonna see some crazy FOMO, and then it will come down. The worry everybody has is, will it come down like we saw in Stellar Crown? Will it come down like we saw in Shrouded Fable? Or will this be another Twilight Masquerade where the Greninja just takes off right from the beginning and nobody can slow it down? I don't know. I don't know, but we do have a Latias to look at here. Some nice easygoing prices here. 12,000. I'm assuming that's Canadian dollars there, because we get a lot of those listings where they're Canadian, and then it'll show the US dollar amount. $8,638, of course, and 7 cents. Let's not forget the 7 cents. And we have a $16.20 shipping. No, obviously no. That's great for you, person who pulled it, and you have it listed here, but this is obviously a joke or silly. You know, like, what? You want somebody to accidentally buy it? I don't know. I don't think anybody out there is really going, I'm the guy who spent $8,600 on that card. That's great. You know, I mean, unless you contacted Guinness and get it all squared away first, like, there's no point to doing this. Let's get a little bit more down to earth here. Again, Canadian. Did they get an early release? What's going on? You guys are lucky. $359 and change, or $550 Canadian, but I guess that equates to $395, not 59. I just totally botched that one. $395. But here we seem to have the exact same picture, the exact same listing, and the exact same person. That first one seems like they messed up in their calculation or what they were typing in. I don't know. Maybe it was just to be the sticker shock so you could see it and go look at their other items, but I don't think anybody would go look at their other items on purpose. I definitely did that by mistake, because I was going off of the listings that were showing up in my search over here. So interesting. But $395. Near $400 amount on this one. This one, again, here we have a alternate country from the US here. Australia, it looks like, and $265. Maybe that's more realistic, but I don't even think so. This card, for what it is, the Pokemon, the artwork, all of that, and the playability, you know, if it got to be a $100 card, I could see it. If there's other chases that are pushing it further or pushing things further on the set, perhaps this one doesn't quite meet the standard of a $100 card. Maybe it bumps it down to like 80. You know, we'll see. But this feels too high. This feels really uncomfortably high, which I think is a good sign this early. I don't usually want to look at prices this early, but Surging Sparks has the potential to be different. Surging Sparks has the potential to really hurt when it comes out and freak everybody out. Here we are. This will be coming from the UK. $233 is what it works out to. And it just seems like these prices aren't going to stop. One in the US on an otherwise messed up table. What is this? I don't know if that's a rug or what. We have, it just looks like it's in a creepy warehouse or something from the limited information that I have. Sorry, person who listed. Stop listing your photos in a creepy warehouse. $225. Okay. I mean, of these listings, fine, but still, this is ridiculous. And it's giving me hope that this is obviously the inflated price. We're going to see that graph. We're going to have that high point FOMO, and then we're going to come down to earth. We already should have some of that going on because the product's being bought out so quickly that people are really jumping on this set more than I think they need to be. Although, it's Pikachu. Pikachu makes us all a little crazy, doesn't he? We have the Pikachu, speaking of which, and you think some of those prices are big. This gets a little ahead. Of course, there's no $8,000 Pikachu. That's good. Nobody's that crazy. But let's start on the higher end here. So, because it's from the UK, we're having it at 583, meaning it's 450 in the UK. But because of the conversion rate for US dollars, it comes to 583. And I apologize if that's where I go. I don't really know if the US dollar is the standard anymore with the state of things in the world. But it's what I have to go off of, and my stubborn United States butt will not deviate from my ridiculous measuring system or monetary system. So you all get to get stuck with it now too. Sorry. 583. That's the biggest ticket I could find as far as listed, and I'm sorry, it just doesn't feel like a $583 card. Not to me. Okay, it's Pikachu. That's nice, but we're in the crazy territory. 550 US here. Maybe that's local. Oh, and you get a booster box, or it's coming from a booster box. What are they trying to imply there? I gotta see this here. No, nothing to mention there. Just part of the listing. Like, hey, if you would have bought it at $105, you could have pulled this near $600 card. Okay. I don't know. I'm making up stories, but crazy prices. Crazy prices is what we're seeing. Canadian. Bring it into that 488 price range there. Take better pictures, folks. Take better pictures. If you're going to be asking for that kind of money, you should make it nice and clear. Have some other side of the story expectations that the person buying might want to know. This is a clear image. That's cool. Stop touching the card, though. I mean, it's $450 is what you're asking for this thing. Sleeve it up. Get it in a top loader or semi-rigid, something. But man, definitely sleeve that. Jeez, don't touch it. 425. Just this party will not stop here. I like that you can kind of see some of the textury glisten there. Okay, cool. It's not enough for me to go, yeah, we're in the right price range here, coming close to that 400, which we do eventually get to. But it's just pretty wild that people are interested in this. And I thought, you know what, maybe these are just anomalies. Maybe these are just like, let me see who's crazy enough to do it. $300, or you can make an offer. You know, they'd probably take like $275, you know, like no big deal. Oh, we got an obvious nick there. See, this is why the nice photos is helpful, because at least they're telling the truth. That's why they're listing at 300 instead of 450, because they already see a problem and they're willing to take the cut. And they're definitely going to make quite a bit anyways from it. But man, like every corner is damaged. Every single corner has damage. That is not cool. Not cool, bro. Open your packs too aggressively, or they have nothing to do with it, and it's just typical Pokemon quality control, which is the more likely story there. 300. Here we go. Where's your big problem? Or are you just desperate? Not a lot of listings from... Is that their listings? I don't know. Why is it in a sleeve? You know, can't even see it. Anybody else annoyed with me yet? The fact that I wanted this one back here, wherever it was, to be, my gosh, so long ago. I wanted this one to be sleeved up, and then I'm now flipping out that you can't really tell on here. It's sufficient to tell, but this is just a price I can't work within. And to kind of really bring this home, let's look at sold listings, not just what's listed. People can ask for anything, right? Look at sold listings, $350 with shipping. If there were a line through it because they had a best offer or something, that would mean they accepted a best offer, and we're not really going to know what it was. And we'll see a couple of those. So if it doesn't, that indicates this actually sold for $350. 350. 300 off of one bid. People aren't that eager if you had one bid to get there. Okay. Unless they contacted them and said, let me do 300, bro. And they said, let's do it because they wanted to get it done. I don't know. 450. $450. 350. 425. There we go. There's a best offer accepted. So it's sub 380. It was probably not by much considering they're competing with these prices. Probably in the 350 range would make sense. I don't think they're going to go to compete to the 300. But we don't know. We don't know for sure. That's not really all we have here to go off of, though. This is the SIR. This is the SIR on the wild prices. You want to see some wild prices? Let's look at this. Something accepted under 200 on the gold version. Okay, 43.55 on the full art. That's a little too much. It's a Pikachu, folks. It's not the Pikachu. It's just another one. Like, we're going a little nuts here. 190, somewhere under there. Somewhere under there. I don't know. Who knows, though? You could speculate that it's $1 cheaper. You could speculate it's $50 less. It really doesn't matter. 92. These are going a little bit further back, though. These are the I'm going to be first at it, October 21st. To be first at it at $92 on the full art. The 25th, October 25th, it was Friday or something, came in at 70. Oh my gosh, you go back far enough, you find the craziest people. $300 on the gold card. Did they not realize there was an SIR or something, whoever bought this? Did they just have money that doesn't seem to be needed anywhere else in their life? $300 on the gold card? No. No way. But that's the problem that we see. That's the problem we see. We end up thinking, okay, these are in the FOMO range, and we already have a confirmed sale of 300. So 350 doesn't mean it's out, but there is a good reason to think that 350 is inflated. 450 is ridiculous. These other prices here in the 550 range, 583, those are outrageous. And they shouldn't exist. Because anybody who takes 10 seconds to research, you're going to start finding you could get a better deal. Or you could have gotten a better deal earlier. So why would you pay more now before it's all come out? This is all pre-release here. Doesn't make it special. It doesn't make it anything. I mean, okay, great. So you pick it up, what? You get it graded. You get your 9 and go, oh, darn. Maybe you find one that you think is worth a 10. Maybe it even gets a 10. And then what? You're going to turn it around and see if it's moonground worthy kind of pricing? I don't think it will be this early in the game. It doesn't make sense. It needs some time to grow in the market. It needs some time to grow on people. It needs some time to be pulled to see how difficult this Pikachu will actually be. There's a lot to come. So don't FOMO. That's what I'm saying. Don't FOMO. Don't jump on this. There was one listing. Okay, we've seen 300. There was one listing I want to bring back here. There we go. $270. So sub 300, make an offer on it. I don't know. And it looked like maybe it's pretty darn clean. But then you need to read the description and find out. It has a little nick in the upper middle of the front of the card. Other than that, other than it being completely destroyed, it's perfect. So there it is. Right here. If you can see, you're under the magnifying glass. There's a little bump up there. It does show up at this angle, which is lower and shouldn't have as dramatic of an effect underneath the nick pulling down. And you can see it clear as day. And they tell you, which is really, really, really honest of them. Because that's an easy miss. You look at this thing, you're like, oh my gosh, it looks great. You look around, oh wow, this looks fantastic. It doesn't stand out easily. It looks like it's part of the texture. But since you're looking for it, you can find it. And it's very helpful that they put that out there. So you want to get a good deal on a damaged card? Here you go. Considering the prices out there, this would be a good deal. I don't think it's a good deal by any means. But it is an indicator that We are going to have a tough time when this thing comes out, when it launches. But let's make things easier for you. Pokemon 151 is getting that reprint and that restock, and the Blooming Waters collection box coming out in February. Let's get here in your hands the Pokemon 151 poster collection long before February. All we got to do is hit 4,000 subscribers. So like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to hit the bell, because I post 7 days a week. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.